everybody! Welcome back. Excuse me, I'd like to be the bullet, please. Why is he not animating here? That's okay, he's animating now. Welcome back to Northernlion Plays Enter the Gungeon. The last episode ended with a little bit of indignity, I think it's fair to say. We got stuck on the generating floor loading screen. And I'm a little paranoid that it's gonna happen now. This guy's making his way into the... Okay, he's done it. I talked to Austin about that, because apparently he is my, Enter the Gungeon sensei. And he said to me that it's something that's happened to him before. He has had a generating crash, but he's had one in the, 300 and X hours. I know, it's crazy. But he's had one in that many hours, so it's maybe a known issue, or at least something that's not very commonly affecting, so it sucks that it happened, but, life goes on, and hopefully it won't happen again this time. I don't really want to open that, probably under, any circumstance, but definitely not for just this reason. Now I've got 2 keys, and I'm like, you know what, maybe we will open it. They're real, and they're fantastic. I don't know why that quote popped into my head. Maybe it's because there's gonna be some natural breasts in that chest, or maybe there's just gonna be another reference to the television show known as Seinfeld. Okay, Seinfeld is almost like... I know you can't even make this comment, because people are gonna be like, I don't like either of those things. But I really feel like Seinfeld is like the pizza of television shows. It's not everybody's favorite show, but it's like a lot of people's favorite show, and almost everybody likes it at least decently. I know you're gonna be out there, 10% of you are gonna be like, I don't like pizza. Look, you can not like Seinfeld, and that's fine. I don't think we open either of these. I think we just go to town, get the junk, and save our keys. Maybe we'll go down to the oubliette and hope for some higher quality stuff. I don't even care about the junk, honestly. It only benefits us if we get the trash cannon, and even if we do, I'm not that stoked to get the trash cannon. We'll leave one, I guess, just in case we get more keys, but even then, I don't think I want to open it. But we'll see. Anyway, if you're telling me you don't like pizza... By the way, don't even start with me, because anytime I say, wow, how can you not like X food? First off, people turn it around on me. They say, well, you don't like spaghetti. That's true. Maybe I just haven't had the right spaghetti. I need to be introduced to, some fantastic spaghetti. Is it one of those things where after you have, a great spaghetti, even bad spaghetti tastes good? Imagine if you introduce somebody to pizza. Yeah, I think we'll just buy a potion of gun friendship, honestly. Imagine if you introduce somebody to pizza by giving them, a microwave Lunchables pizza or something like that. You'd be like, no way, man, that's not the way to introduce yourself to pizza. I've never had a truly spectacular spaghetti, perhaps. You know what? I'll put it on my list. I do like ramen, and in many ways, is spaghetti not just Italian ramen, except instead of broth, it has a tomato sauce in it. I mean, there are some notable differences apart from that, I suppose, but let's just choose to ignore those. But people are they always say, well, what if you're allergic to tomatoes? Okay, yeah, if you're allergic to tomatoes, you have a great excuse to not like spaghetti. Or, well, to not like spaghetti and to not like pizza. Oh, I'm lactose intolerant. Well, I obviously was not talking to you. I don't want to get mired in the semantics of, this ridiculousness, Oh, what if I'm allergic to oxygen? I think air is a pretty good thing. What if I'm allergic to oxygen, though? It's okay, then it's not about you, it's okay. The Seinfeld thing. I quite enjoy Seinfeld. I think it's not just a landmark show for comedy. I've just been rambling this whole episode thus far. But also, for me, more influential on me personally than a television show like Friends, which I also watched a lot of, because I was of the age. Don't let anybody tell you they were not of the age if they were alive. Everybody was watching Friends back then, man. And sometimes still to this day, if you're Michael A. L. Fox. Very easy fight so far, by the way. But the moral of the story here, the only thing I've been trying to get across this entire episode thus far is, like pizza. What has pizza ever done to deserve your ill will? I really feel like we just don't use any keys. Save a key. We either use a key to open a brown chest on this floor, or we use a key to open a better chest on the next floor. And if they're brown chests, we'll ignore those ones as well. I'm only doing the oubliette because the chests on this floor were too low quality. So I'm basically saying, you know what? Give me the flawless, and let's go, and the banana, which is an okay gun. And then we'll redo the first floor. We cloned ourselves, but only one floor at a time here. And I honestly feel like we're in a really good situation here. Mostly because we have armor to back up the betrayer, so it can turn around pretty quickly, but not as quickly as it has in the past. I gotta say, I've got a tenuous relationship with Enter the Gungeon right now. And if this one ends with a generating bug, I'm gonna be a little ornery. Although I will say, it could also be that Gungeon's being a real bro. And it's saying, hey dude, the hard drive that you got this game installed on is about to die. You should really replace it. And if that's the case, then Gungeon, you've been doing some great work for me. I appreciated the early warning sign before I lose some, you know, more sensitive data than just a single Gungeon episode. You know, never attribute to malice that which can be attributed to ignorance, and never attribute to malice or ignorance that which can be attributed to altruism of some sort, I suppose. So we're just gonna get keys, because we already have 2 of them now. And I probably don't want to buy any more keys here, but we do have the option if we want. Ruby Bracelet, you know, we've used it before. I don't trust myself to get the maximum value out of it. That probably should have hit us, honestly. Yeah, I just don't trust myself to get the maximum value out of it. But it could be okay. But I'd definitely be looking at Fossilized Gun more than anything else in that shop, I think. But that also requires, or at least incentivizes heavily the use of, nah, I don't really want C4. Heavily incentivizes the use of, like, something that makes it so we're immune to fire. But, oh, the membrane is awesome, actually. Really cool animation when you take out the banana and you flip it around. Right, ladies? Is it worth it? Let me work it. I pull my banana out, flip it, and reverse it. How many times have I talked about fucking apples? Not having intercourse with apples, but, you know, the concept of apples. You know, the phylogeny of apples. My favorite rap album of the year. How many times have I talked about apples recently? But I've been thinking, apples, you got Red Delicious, you got Honey Crisp, you got Crips Pink Ladies, you got Golden Delicious, you got Macintosh. If you don't know apples, these are not fake apple names. These are real apple names. But when you go to the store, or the grocery store to buy bananas, you got, you know, bananas, organic bananas, and then plantains. Which I don't even think you can count plantains as being a variety of banana, can you? I would assume no. When are we gonna get some, like, plush bananas? Posh bananas. Plush? Posh? Either way. I'm waiting... Because, you know, the story of bananas, as we're all aware of, is that a natural banana, prior to, you know, the humans employing artificial selection... Actually, it's called natural selection. Actually, it's called artificial selection in this situation, because it's not evolutionary pressures from nature, aka natural. We're creating the artifice of selection from the start of this. Oh, I really should have just rolled and/or used a blank there. But remember, there's no flawless to be had here. Wow, that was actually horrible. We'll take out the membrane. I think it's just a little bit easier to use in this situation. But, bananas, prior to mankind's arrival on the scene, were kind of shitty. They were, like, small and full of seeds, and they tasted bitter or sour. I can't remember which one it was, because, you know, this happened back in, like, the early 1800s or something like that. I'm waiting for the hipster movement, perhaps myself included. It's like slower enemy bullets, right? No. Deflect bullets back at them with a roll. That's pretty good. To bring back these bananas. Be like, oh, the Cavendish banana, which is the common banana consumed like 99.9% of the time now. It's so, last century. I will eat bananas the way they're meant to be eaten. You gotta put it through a strainer first. There's a few, you know, 1,000 seeds per banana. But, like, I don't know, man. I'm scared. Like, what if the Cavendish banana gets affected by, like, a blight? These are the kind of things when people are like, what do you have to worry about? It seems like your life's going pretty well. I'm like, yeah, but I get kept up at night sometimes by the thought of what happens if the Cavendish banana experiences some kind of, like, fungal blight. Yo, it's a real thing worth worrying about, man. What is this? Armor of Thorns. Your body is a weapon. My body was already a weapon of some sort. Okay, this is a very strange situation. Well, it's not strange. It's just suboptimal. I don't really want to use the membrane. But at the same time, I think I'm really just waiting on death if I continue to handle it this way. The run is great. I think I just need to embrace that we can't use the Betrayer in this situation. Keep in mind, next floor is going to be easier. In all likelihood, at least. But it's a lot easier for us to get and keep HP if we actually use a different gun. So let's take out the banana. Let's pull out the jammy and kill the Punani. Ice Cube, that's not cool, man. You and the Punani should work together to create a stable environment for intercourse to thrive in the future in a way that is, you know, tenable to both parties. Or all parties. It doesn't have to just be two, I suppose. That's really up to you. And the parties in question, of course. Why use the banana instead of the membrane? I feel like the membrane is more valuable for boss fights, but I might be incorrect in that. I feel like 50 bullets gets you a lot out of the banan here. Or as the French say, ananas. That's actually pineapple. Okay, we got 72 credits. We cannot buy a key on this floor. By design. Not the smartest roll of my adult life here, but really, we're only one heart down, man. How do you like my new strat? My new strat was going to be to just roll into every bullet. I've decided that's idiotic. Instead, especially because they're so close together, why not just use the banana to go buck wild here? Please drop a full heart. This floor has been great for us, by the way. The pickup of the membrane is awesome. And rolling eye might be okay. Just try it there. We can only buy a half heart, or we can buy a key. We should go back for the old crest as well. And I think I'm just going to try the blank on the old crest room, and then we'll head down to the next floor. And we'll use the banana or the membrane as long as it's necessary. Well, you know, on a small room like this, we might as well check. So we got the armor. What about here? Let's just try here. No such luck. I really think that floor was worth going to. You know, we still have one key. We have much better guns. We literally only had the Betrayer last time, didn't we? Or did we have the Betrayer? How'd you get in here? He's unhittable now. Did we have the Betrayer and the banana? Either way, getting the membrane is worth the cost of doing business alone here, and then, you know, everything else is just gravy. Armor of Thorns, I have no idea. I should probably use it, but it's so dangerous to... I mean, like, we already do damage when we roll into enemies. I'm assuming maybe this does more. It's just tough to, you know, finance a roll into enemies because of the danger of getting shot. But honestly, the fact that rolling into enemies also deflects bullets back at them might change the game there. Okay, that was probably a little lucky on my part. I don't know how long we should embrace this, this meta here, but... Really, here's the test. If I can one-shot these guys by rolling into them, I'm all in. Okay, well, if they explode as I touch them, it changes things a little. This is not the right strategy for us. There's some beauty in there. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm having a great time with the novelty aspect of this, but I don't know if long-term this is what we want to do. Maybe we roll into them, and then we use the sword to finance the rolls, you know, by creating a situation in which it's extremely unlikely for us to get hit because we can just roll, if that makes any sense at all. You know, or not roll, sorry, because we can destroy the bullets is what I'm trying to say. Like that. As much as I'm also saying, like, definitely do not do this, I can't help but feel like we have an allegiance to at least try it because of how ridiculous it is. Mine Cutter is a dope weapon. It is, making it increasingly difficult for us to imagine getting to full health. And if I die on this floor, you know, cancel Christmas, but... It's such a weird, like, pseudo-non-violent run here. You really do a lot of damage on that roll, though, man. Like, you're killing enemies in one hit. It'd be wonderful if we had, invincibility. Like Potion of Lead Skin instead of Potion of Gun Friendship. It feels really good when you manage to make it work. I think we could probably, I was gonna say, roll into that guy and kill him instantly as well. I recognize, by the way, that we should probably work on a little bit of, you know, extra use of Potion of Gun Friendship. Pretty disappointed in the fact that we need a key to get into our shop. The whole reason we have a shop is to finance me with keys, I thought. Maybe there's just a learning curve associated with this. Can I deflect these bullets back at themselves? The world may never know. It's actually going a lot better so far, but I think we should be very afraid of the fact that this seems to be good. It's too seductive, you know? I will attack an enemy through a wall. It does not bug me one bit. Over 100 credits. Shop on this floor is unlikely to tickle my fancy too much because of the key requirement to get in there. I was gonna say, maybe we should also be proactive and just roll into enemies when they spawn. I mean, as long as we can do so before they attack, we don't take contact damage, so it seems fairly nice for us. And if there's any character that this sort of strat seems like you could work on, I mean, it makes sense for it to be the bullet, because you already have that damage and you don't take contact damage. We obviously have to get a key for this. So let's go back here for this right now. And this is going to be a red level active or passive. So if it's an active, I think you pretty much got to go with it. If it's a passive, we should, you know, thank our lucky stars that we got a passive of this quality. Definitely hoping for the flawless on this floor. It is only level 2, so it should be plausible. Badge. Yeah, okay, that's pretty solid. It is a cursed item, though, so we should be aware of that. We definitely did not deliver the armor. We ran into a little bit of trouble on this floor. I am happy, though, you know, whether he wants to stay in the minion form or he wants to become the damage upgrade, I'm happy either way. You got to admit, it looks pretty cool when you actually manage to make it work. It's like a totally different game. Not that this game's not cool in its own right. Anyway, we're going to go membrane for now. Instead of the mine cutter. Basically just gonna go apeshit right off the bat with Potion of Gun Friendship. This is where an item like the Ice Cube would just be ridiculously strong. But honestly, we're generating Potion of Gun Friendship charges at a pretty good rate regardless. Like, this guy's already almost dead. Oh man, that was a little bit of a waste of Potion of Gun Friendship. That's okay. We got ammo back for this. We got the Commando, which is lovely. More keys. Do you use the keys? Actually, pick up the Commando, please. Do you use the keys to go to the shop? I don't think so. I really do not like to pay for shop entrance in the form of a key. Sure, we could get items there, but, you know, all other things being equal, we could get items anywhere. So I think we just head down to the next floor. And if we could get to full HP, that'd be nice, but I can wait. The chests were way more important on this floor, for sure. So, I mean, I can't really be mad about this situation. I'm starting to get something going here with these weirdo, you know, Knight Kirk from Dark Souls-style rolls here, I think. As long as we're aware of the consequences of spawning into enemies, and we plan, like, moderately accordingly, I think it's okay. So don't pick up that key yet. People also told me that when you... we're not getting hit, I think. When you reload as the bullet, it destroys all enemy bullets on the entire room. Now, it destroys all bullets close to you. I must have misinterpreted that. Easy. So far, so good. What about this guy? I'm thinking, what if you just roll into the dude in the center? It worked! Now get away and never speak of this moment again. I don't know if I can really recommend it, but it was beautiful. Alright, use some banana ammo. Get banana ammo. Really, like, the thing with this run right now, we'll open this. This allows you to steal from the shop. And there's our secret room. Our secret room contains not a mimic. It's a key. Well worth the blank, I'd say. Whoa! Oh no! I'd let him take the horn! Yeah, okay, you think you're so smart. I mean, I'm not sad because I do like Potion of Gun Friendship, but I was like, damn, dude, we can use Charmed Horn to steal from the shop. This is really like the ideal run if I can just get... Oh, that blank is really nice. That was an idiotic mistake to lose out on Charmed Horn there, but at least we already had an active item, I suppose, but this is a room or something like that's going to help out a great deal. It's an ideal run if I could just get the fucking Betrayer or the Blasphemy, whatever you would like to call it, whatever its actual stupid name is. It's a brown level gun, which actually might not be that bad because I kind of need a room clearer. If we can get it, if we can get ourselves to full HP and then consistently be able to use this gun at range, then we're actually in like an unbelievably good situation, I think. What? The dude has an attack that just pushes you off the screen? How have I never seen this before? Okay. I'm mad as hell and I'm not gonna take it anymore. What are we doing now? Now we are kicking the shit out of all enemies because I refuse to let this run die for a stupid reason. So we're gonna be using the Mine Cutter as our room clearer, and once we get back to full HP, which is gonna happen, then we're gonna use the Blasphemy again, and life's gonna be great, and they're all gonna be sorry they made fun of the bullet on this run. I promise you that. I really wanted you to be fairy in a jar for like the second time ever. You know what? I don't even want the dang mine cart. You too many bad rats has poisoned the well. You got me. You definitely did not get me, though. This also allows us to take advantage of Potion of Gun Friendship for the first time in a little while. We definitely don't give a crap about Flame Hand. I'd prefer not to buy armor if possible. Yeah, we gotta get Blood Brooch. And by armor, I meant HP. So Blood Brooch is extremely valuable for us because of the fact... Shotgun Full of Love is amazing as well, by the way, but Blood Brooch is a passive, and it gives us lifesteal. So you can see that this is something that I'd be interested in right now. I think it's fairly justifiable. I have to say, overjoyed with the ability to roll into seemingly almost any enemy except for, like, you know, the high level enemies at this point and just kill them in one roll. Like, that strikes me as being ridiculously strong. So I'm really impressed with the synergy, assuming it is the synergy and not just the Knight of Thorns or whatever it's called, the Thorn Knight armor. I'm impressed with the synergy between that and the bullet's, like, natural stats. But we should be ready because there's going to be more cursed enemies now. And we have seen the shop, so we can go back and get that key. No matter what, I'm not getting this chest, but I may shoot it in the hopes of getting some HP back. And by shoot it, of course, I mean I will just use my sword to smack it until it explodes. Probably in my face and takes more damage off of me. I'm just holding out until lifesteal saves us. I know it's on its way. Astute viewers may notice that I am an idiot and almost took damage right there. More ammo. Might as well take it for this. This was a dead end. after all that. And of course we have to go talk to Matman. If Matman was just like, hey dude, you seem like you're having a hard time. Here's 3 HP. And I'd be like, you know what, Matman, you're a smart dude. I said, hey, Senorita, that's astute. Why don't we get together and call ourselves an institute? You have entered the Gungeon. You know, Paul Simon's Graceland, the best album of 1986 and possibly also all time. Okay. Let it reload, which it has done now. Am I playing with fire? Perhaps. Would I recommend that? I don't know. Probably not. I can't deny that we're still seemingly okay here. We do still have 2 blanks. Don't let him go! Don't let him go! Murph, don't! Why'd you let him go? Okay. That's alright. Okay. What have we done? Has science gone too far? That's another flawless for us. This is where we can get some red hearts. We also got half a heart back somewhere else. The Void Core Assault Rifle is fine. We've already found our secret room, so saving the blanks is fairly inconsequential. Hey, okay, go speak to Matman. What do you got for me? Passive, please. Passive. There you go. Scope. Oh, I'm in. Okay, it doesn't count too much for what we got going on here in the mine cutter, because it's a beam as is, but for some of our other weapons, like particularly the membrane, I think this could be really useful. More junk. Not a problem. I just want to see what happens with the membrane now. Yeah, that seems pretty good. Okay. We're going to head down to the 4th floor. Honestly, we've played really well so far. The thing that has held us back is that I'm an idiot and rolled into enemies all the time. Instead, we should be rolling into enemies merely some of the time. And it's 27 minutes and we're only heading down to the 4th floor here. It's shaking out to be a little bit of a longer Gungeon run. That's okay. As long as you guys are still enjoying the series, I'm happy to ride the episode out as long as it takes. It takes 80 minutes, no problem. Takes 2 hours, well then we'll have a conversation. But remember, we can't get hit by thwomps, so we have a little bit less incentive than usual to kill them, at least with ammo. Seems fairly sensible to roll into them. For now, no worries. I'm a little surprised that, you know, Penn Badgley's still alive. Not the actor Penn Badgley, that's a terrible thing to say. But, you know, the character of Penn Badgley as played by the Badge. Just let you finish the job. Oh, my... Oh, self. You are a dumb creature. And you should never, ever try to roll into things. Except it looks really cool, so consider continuing to do so. We're gonna need to put a stop to that. Half a heart! Keep in mind, we do have lifesteal as well, so I think that we're, you know, everything's starting to come up Millhouse here. Potion of Gun Friendship might be a little bit overkill at this stage in our lives, but I can't deny it, man. It's so satisfying to just walk into an enemy and have them explode. And by walk, I mean roll, but still. Your body is a weapon. You know, John Mayer. Your body's a weapon. Come on, we were all 17 once. Don't pretend you didn't love that song. I'm not talking about Your Body is a Wonderland. That song's trash. I'm talking about Your Body's a Weapon. That one's an all-time classic. Here's how brazen I've gotten. I just had a thought. What happens if we roll into death? I've got a feeling he's probably not gonna die. Yeah, that was actually pretty dumb of me to roll in that direction, but it's okay. We took a little damage, but we didn't actually because of the fact that the game is pretty kind and gave us some life steal. And we actually have generated a lot of life. In fact, we've generated a lot about living and a little about love, if I'm being honest. Nice way to deal with champion enemies as well. Running out of minecutter ammo pretty quickly, though, I gotta admit. We're up to 110 credits. Definitely enough to buy, you know, some pretty solid stuff from our shop. I also think I've found some true value on this run, and I'm not talking about a hardware store in the United States of America or the United States of whatever. We found a lot of value in, I think we just go for it here, in rolling into enemies as soon as they spawn. Oh, great star, fantastic. Hey, let's get some more enemies that completely disappear and are almost impossible to hit during phases of their life. Gotta say, I'm pretty impressed with how this has gone so far. Just rolled. Oh, yeah, that's even better. I was gonna say if you roll towards that, you're usually fine, but that's even better. Okay. So far, so good. Oh, I probably... Oh, no, it's Badge Man. He's dead. Probably should have used a blank there. Oh! I got fucked by my own peripheral vision. And my hubris, let's be honest. Did this guy heal? I thought we had him a little closer than this. I have to be honest, we are about to get a little bit of a damage upgrade ourselves, so... I'm pretty excited about that. It does suck that in order to get this damage upgrade, we had to lose our friend. And, dude, we could have flawlessed that so easily. We get Alien Engine, which is almost like an awesome synergy, maybe, with this rolling bullshit that I continue to try to make work, even though I don't know if it works. What is going on over here? A shop off of the boss room where this guy wants to sell me amulets? You're lucky we're rich on keys. Also, having picked up a key, I'm gonna go ahead and say that we're probably not really in the market for buying one from the shop. I mean, we do have 4, so we can get all the chests for the rest of the game in all likelihood anyway. Alright, so our extra damage, I think, is a real positive. That was bad. I should have taken out the betrayer there. Okay, now we do need commando ammo, but the minecutter's solid enough that I feel okay about going for this. And we could buy ammo here, or we could get a weapon, although I don't love any of those. I thought that felt right. We got another piece of armor. We're actually, despite all the damage that we've taken a little bit on this floor. We do have almost full health now, and we've got some armor backing us up, which is very exciting for me personally. Dude, rolling into jammed enemies and killing them instantly is beautiful. Let's not try it on the skeleton. But it's really like another valuable... That was dumb. But it is a valuable tool in the arsenal. As long as you're using it appropriately. Let's just not get too cocky about it, but for now it's doing some wonderful things. Just kill this guy. He's the one causing all the problems here. Alright, it's better if you can actually aim. I think that'll improve your efficacy at this point of the game, but we're doing alright in spite of ourselves. Moonscraper, pretty bad. And by Moonscraper, I mean Gamma Ray, which is still relatively bad, in my opinion. It's a Mimic. That's weird. I guess we had 2 chests back to back here. Let's toast the shit out of it. What is that? Speed up. Oh, dude. Speed is actually of critical importance. So I'm over the moon here. I think if you light him on fire and then roll into him, that's a pretty darn good start here. Yeah, nice try. Oh, it worked! We can just roll into these guys and kill them instantly, and now we're back to full HP. Have we accidentally stumbled into and or created ourselves the dream run? I'm starting to think maybe we have. I don't honestly care about ammo-lets at this point. What I care about is going down to the next floor and buying the greatest synergy that's ever been for sale ever. Heart containers if possible to work with us with lifesteal. This is fairly ridiculous right now. I love these runs in Gungeon. I'm not shy about telling you when a Gungeon run is kind of boring. But I love these runs. I was gonna say lose your full HP almost immediately. Okay, the dream is dead. Long live the dream. But this run is beautiful. I would go so far as to say this run has taken its toll on me. It said goodbye too many times before. I'd go so far as to say this run is leaving in front of me, but I have no choice, so I won't play the Forge any. But I am gonna play the Forge because that's what we're signed up for here. Oh, you got me. You didn't get me. Just in case you were watching without using your eyes. I know that's a popular way of watching things in today's day and age. Yep, that was not a smart idea on my part. That was even dumber. Really should focus the skellies down a little faster, I think. Self. Yeah, okay, you know what? I think it's pretty clear that your roll-heavy strategy is no longer ideal. You're living in a post-roll world. The good news is, should be fairly simple, or at least, you know, it's simple in terms of concept, to get, I think we take, I don't know, the mine cutter still seems so valuable. It's simple in concept to get your HP back, just don't get hit. This is the fastest we've ever found the Forge Master Dragon, but we don't really want to fight the Forge Master Dragon right away. I gave him a new first name, Forge Master, because he is the master of the Forge. And I'm not talking about Geordi LaForge from Star Trek. I can't resist. The style points are too much. Definitely don't care about buying keys, because after picking that up, we already have 5, so. Remember, we can't get hit by the Thwomp. If a Thwomp creates fire, that's an issue, but apart from that, no worries. I think we definitely want to go to every single advantage that we can get down here. Unlike bullet hell, you know, I think we stand to gain more than we stand to lose. More ammo. This time we're going to take it for the commando. And one big thing here is just not playing like an idiot. I think if we don't play like an idiot, we stand a really good chance of getting back to flawless or pretty close to it. Okay, so we shoot guns out of our backs now. Trying to think if there's any guns that we have that this works really well with, and the answer is yes. Commando, because it doesn't take ammo, shooting a second commando shot out of our back seems awesome. Membrane shots, maybe like B tier, because they do give us ricochets. They'll ricochet off the wall. All of our other shots, fairly inconsequential, I'd say. I don't care if this thing takes 20 shots. We're gonna do what needs to be done to kill it, and then we're gonna get hit by it as well because I was tunnel visioning a little bit. As weird as this sounds to be at like 4 HP this late in the game, I actually feel totally fine about our situation. I think we're doing really well, moreover, I think we have the tools to succeed easily, relatively easily at least. Now, unfortunately, these tools have also given me like almost a little bit too much power in the sense that I really feel like we're super strong and I'm making dumb decisions as a result of that, but I feel like this is one of the strongest runs maybe we've ever had. And even if it's not one of the certainly one of the most satisfying runs we've ever had. I think he's still, I was gonna say you try to torch this guy, but you know what? Just light him up with the membrane. Secondary advantage here is we'll get a nice feel for how the membrane works on this room where it bounced around. And we got the hammer, which was worth fighting for. Like we got a decent room clear as a result. And that's our second their second chest, right? Yeah, we got the rolling reload out of the other one. Or, back shot. Got your back? Backup gun? That's it. Knew it was in there somewhere. Okay, this room's not so bad when you got a speed upgrade. This room can still suck it, though. Oh, I didn't even know there were traps on this side. That's a new one. It's not a new one. It's probably been like that forever. But we're continuing to explore here. And the reason is we got nearly 200 credits. And it would be nice to get something from the shop. Even if that something is just HP. Or armor, for that matter. I would welcome either. Okay, almost lit myself on fire. Easy room. And again, the lifesteal is not like once per room. So we need to be aware of that. I love it when you pick an enemy to hit. That was dumb. And it just so happens to be a jammed enemy. Alright, you know what? I think we're on no reload duty for a little while here. We'll definitely take shock rounds, and that's really all we can afford. But I think that that's pretty sick. It's very expensive, though. Oh, have I mistimed it? I might have mistimed it. And what I mean by that is I'm just looking at it right now, and I'm like 2.5 HP going down to bullet hell. We're going to need to play really well. Let's leave it at that. Great opportunity to use a key here. Just checking. Ooh, I'm actually pretty into that. Yeah, I think we go fight the boss. I'll be real with you. I think we have to do pretty well on this dragon fight to have a good shot of winning the run. But I think if we get down to bullet hell, we have a pretty decent shot of winning the run. And our backup gun here is going to be... Not the backup gun. I know it's a very confusing sentence. But the gun that is going to back up our existing gun is going to be... the blasphemy. What? He snuck a shot through our shock bullet commando action? I don't buy it. I will say though, shock bullet commandos. First, great name for a movie or something. That's probably not the best choice. Let's go full on membrane here. Doing some serious damage, can't deny that. We're definitely gonna have to murder these guys. Can't just rely on getting the dragon to the next phase of his evolution this quickly. Wow, that took our ammo out pretty dang quickly. Hammer's got some dope shock bullet action going for it. I still can't believe we got hit. We still got blanks remaining, man. That's a real bummer. We have gained HP here, though. I guess maybe for killing the hearts. Or not the hearts, the heads that he created. We got some. I don't know. If we're being honest, I don't know. I'm just happy that we're probably going to be leaving this fight in a little bit of a better position than I originally expected us to. Keep in mind, you do roll. That seemed to work really well. Wow, okay. Alien engine, shock bullets, badge might be a combo of ridiculous importance. I don't know. I'm still bummed because that really should have been the world's easiest flawless, if I'm being honest. But life goes on, and we actually have 4 HP, which is way more than I expected to have at this point. And we're not really wasting many credits, at least. So what's our main concern right now? Well, HP is a problem, but we're lucky enough that we actually have a lead on more HP in the future. We basically will generate HP as long as we don't take, well, even if we take damage, we will still generate it. But we can keep ourselves at or around 4 and then just hope to do pretty well against the boss. But it's a bit of a crapshoot. And it will feel like this should have been a win if I lose this, because we're, oh, thank God it generated. We're so strong right now. Oh, dang it. It just wouldn't feel right for this to be a loss. I'm not going to sweat that first little bit of damage. At least we took damage against an enemy we know is one of the stronger or one of the most annoying enemies down here. I'm also not going to sweat ammo too much because we do have a few different guns. That was a terrible dodge. We do have a few different guns that are capable, I think, of doing some serious work down here. Definitely should not stand on that tiny little platform. Nice. So if we run out of minecutter ammo, so be it. It's not worth losing HP on the rolls. The HP is really like the be-all, end-all. I'd really like to kill the one in the middle, but we can also just hide. Potion of Gun Friendship. I'm not salty about it, because it is, like, you're still getting value out of it, but good God. It makes you go through your ammo so much more quickly. We can't take contact damage, so these guys are essentially meaningless to us right now. Good, we're back up to 4. Almost out of minecutter ammo. This would be a great time to get some more. Remember, thwomps cannot hurt us. Their bullets can, though. And so can fire. Shit. We shouldn't have been hit there. I got surprised that we ran into a jammed enemy. Let's not talk about how close we came to taking damage there. I hated that I felt like I had to do that, but at the same time, I think it was a pretty good investment. Okay, lucky us that we actually can do damage with our rolls. Otherwise, we'd be in a much worse spot right now. You know what? I don't even care about the key. That room is honestly fairly tough as well, so I feel like we did fine. Now we go to the Void Core Assault Rifle with shock bullets. That's not telekinesis, Kyle. Hoping to get some good stuff out of it. Oh, oh, there were 4 of those things. 4 of the balloons that exploded into other, oh my God, that exploded into other bullets. What an asshole. What? They were already dead. It's not fair. Captain, your men are already dead. That's alright. Stay strong. Been hit a lot, and most of them have been in ways that have made me quite angry. But life goes on. We can still rebuild. It's the value of the blood brooch. Well, these guys are going to have a real nasty time. I don't think so, Tim. Easy. Okay. We didn't really gain anything from that room, HP-wise, but not losing anything is value in and of itself. So I think, ideally, kill this guy. Wow. Get this guy to shoot, roll into him. Roll into him again. 2 rolls is good enough. I'll take it. 2.5 HP still. That's alright. Ooh, there's 3. I want to point out, not that I'm banking on this, but we can generate more. Oh my God, you see the fucking knockback here? It's actually sort of terrible for us, but we can generate HP on the boss fight as well. It doesn't just have to be on rooms leading up to the boss. As we saw in the Dragon, we generated quite a lot, actually. Alright, we're almost out of this ammo. I don't know what you go with next. I mean, I guess the hammer is a good choice with the shock bullets. I got hit. That was supposed to be that Led Zeppelin song that I have forgotten the name of. You know, the one that goes not the theme of The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. That's wow, wow, wow. Totally different song. I never thought we'd get to this point on this run, but really just need an ammo drop. Come on, bullet hell. You wouldn't be so cruel as to deny your boy an ammo drop, would you? I mean, whatever's still alive, I'm killing the closest thing to me when it spawns. Told you. I didn't really think that ammo was going to be this big of an issue, but the hammer is effectively gone now. Ooh, we did get HP, though, so far be it for me to complain. We're almost at the same level of HP that we were when we first came down here. Now, what scares the shit out of me is the possibility of us having... Wow, that was pretty good, actually. Is... What? What's happening? Is the possibility of us having to use the alien engine to fight the Lich. As fun as that sounds, it also scares the shit out of me. Bit of a confusing situation. You know what? I bet I hurt myself with the banana there. We don't really have any other weapon. We can use try gamma ray? Something's gotta go. All I know about this room is that I have created the hell in which I now reside. He's jammed, but wouldn't expect him to be that strong. Another half heart. Okay. We are doing this. Are we doing this? Okay, that was horrible damage. I mean, the thing is, like, we really almost literally have no other options. If I was playing as any other... I actually thought that you did not exist. I didn't think that you were a creature. I would have been using the starter pistol by now 100 times out of 100. I'm being honest with you when I say that. The problem is we have no... And I'm... we have no backup gun. As ridiculous as that sounds, because we literally have the backup gun. We really don't have something that I can just use to do damage, you know, not take ammo and not hurt ourselves. Unless I seriously want to use the blasphemy, which is, it seems like the kiss of death. But I don't know how much more value we're getting out of the freaking, oh, thank God. I was going to say, I don't know how much more value we're getting out of the freaking, gamma ray right now. But the mine cutter's fine. It's versatile. And we know that we can use it for the boss fight as well as the, room clearing. So that's really what's driving the value on it from my perspective right now. If it runs out of ammo prior to the boss fight, I'm okay with it. I'm really just stoked to have had the ammo thus far. I gotta tell you, dude, these rolls are extremely satisfying. Don't get close to this guy. I think I've saved myself. And why get close to the other guy as well, right? Let him get hit by the explosion and then die in like one clip of this. Okay, back up to 3 HP and a room with a whole heck of a lot of options here. Don't mind these guys. Keep them at bay pretty easily. Not that we need to, because we don't take contact damage anyway, but... Just watch out for the ones that come to the left. Ooh, we're still fine. Awesome, we got a key. We're at 3.5. You were skeptical, but we're starting to build it up, Buttercup, baby. Only I hope to change the tune of that song and not finish it by letting you down or messing you around. Instead, we're going to have a highly respectable game of Enter the Gungeon here, hopefully. All right, well, I mean, I think you start with the mine cutter. That's not going to last too long. I really do think that you go alien engine. As ridiculous as it may seem, I do think there's something to be said about, like, alien engine potion of gun friendship. Okay, well, we got potion of gun friendship. Time to put your money where your mouth is, I suppose. I mean, it's pretty tough to, like, get in there. Just gonna throw that out there as a caveat. Look at the damage. Holy shit. How the hell are we gonna get close enough to phase 2 to do this? Phase 3 is a little bit more like radial. Dude, I don't know. I feel like at least having some form of damage is probably better than having no forms of damage. Oh, I did that one to myself. Why am I not using blanks, by the way? Blanks are for phase 2 of the Lich fight. For me, at least. Because I routinely fuck up phase 2. But I wonder if at this point it's not just like a confidence thing. That banana only got thrown behind us. I mean, really doesn't seem like phase 2 could be much worse than this. But for some reason, you might be able to tell from the tone of my voice. I feel at ease right now. Phase 2 just... it requires that expert timing. I'm waiting for my lifesteal to come back and save me here. Just wanted to buy myself a little time. There we go. I don't know, man. Are we still in this? I sort of feel like we didn't do super terribly. Let's get sucked down to the next level. We really have no other option. We really don't. This is it. This is what our run is now. That's okay. There's a chance. I mean, Alien Engine, if only we could keep ourselves rooted in place. Also, this is huge, by the way. The fact that we can keep explosions going. I know we took damage there, by the way. But the fact that we can keep explosions going during this madness, very important to me. Again, I recognize the idiocy of taking damage, but I feel like that's the moment you save it for. By the way, many people sent me messages on how to successfully dodge that section. So now oh, that was a real bad dodge. I almost feel like I understand it. I don't think it's right. But it's going to take a little bit more for me to be able to put it into practice reliably. Oh, good stuff. Is that our new strat? We're just going to roll into him? I have to be honest. It doesn't strike me as bad as it did when I proposed it as merely a joke. Oh, we're dead. It was a great run, though. I had a good time. I hope you did as well. If you did, click the like button. It helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. We should have won that one.